Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, this is your weekend read. Better late than never. It's been a day. Look at this hair. If that doesn't give the explanation, it's always the hair will tell you what kind of day I'm having. It has been crazy. I tried to get this reading out to you all earlier, hours ago, and things just went great, but yet it was a whole other thing. So I am going to touch base. I left the cards laying in this pile of mess here in the meantime, so I could touch base. I'm going to throw them back in the deck, and then we'll see what comes back out. So I will touch upon that. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel. To everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, thank you all so very much for the ways you support the channel. I could not do this without you, and hopefully some good news to come here in the future. If you all do me a favor, just cross your fingers for what looks like something gorgeous. So just hang in there with me. Cross your fingers, say a prayer, right? Your girl's asking for some positive flow here, right? So that's that. But so that was why my day got scrambled, but it's a good scramble. So with that, Scorpio, cross watchers, thank you, right? Thank you. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. So Scorpio, let's just jump straight into it. Divine intervention. And then I got a phone call, and then everything changed today. Talk about divine intervention coming through, and then I later seen divine timing. Moral to the story here is there is some kind of karma playing out. Now, some of this is going to be for you. Some of this may be for somebody else. We're going to see. But I did get this feeling of like somebody having a few regrets, right? Kind of feeling a certain way, making some ridiculous judgment calls. So we'll see. I left those out there just to kind of refresh my mind momentarily as to what I had seen earlier. Where did that deck of cards go? They're missing. Oh, no, they're right there. Okay, so with that, Scorpio, and what I ended on with that reading earlier was the Ace of Cups and the Fool. Knight of Cups underneath that, the Five of Pentacles. Somebody trying to pull themselves out of the cold with you, Scorpio, so we'll see. We will see, or somebody who's feeling neglected, left out, abandoned, boo-hoo, woo-hoo, whatever it is. We'll see, but we're going to jump into it here. Keep those keynotes in mind. We'll see what plays out on the cards this second time around. It's fun, Spirit. It's funny how it all exists. Loss of control. Scorpio, today, I'm going to, make a joke here and go, my whole day went, right? So this could be from January 31st. Apply it. Spirit's just saying, take what resonates, leave what does not, right? If it fits, it fits. If it hasn't fit yet, it might. See what happens over the weekend. See what happens in the coming 5 days. They keep spitting out 5. So the next 5 days, Scorpio. But I'm going to pull 3 cards intended for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Somebody you're dealing with could be having some reckless behavior. It's kind of like taking the leap off the cliff. But, this is... I feel like somebody thinks they're losing control. I think somebody else is ready to take a leap of faith and hope for the best, right? It's like hoping for the best for Saturday. Look at that. Roll the dice on the bottom. Somebody, I'm going to tell you, Scorps, this energy to me isn't all you. And it also is, I feel like this is a collective thing, honestly. Not just for you, Scorpio. So whatever, share the love here with this reading, I guess. Somebody here is really... It's like, I'm either going to go all in and I'm going to fail miserably, or I'm going to go all in and it's going to be amazing. So, it's rolling the dice, taking your chances. I don't know if there's an expectation, but knowing what somebody wants, somebody is aiming for anyhow, or hoping for. And then a basement of a house could be important. You could be dealing with a damp basement, something like that. Doesn't have to be... but just a side note to that. Also, don't make assumptions. Somebody here could be making assumptions on Sunday, and I just heard, making an ass out of you and me both, right? Sacrifice. In order for somebody to get what it is they are desiring here, Scorpio, somebody needs to make a sacrifice. So for, again, I'm getting this like 50-50 kind of feel. It could be cross watcher, could be you, could be half of you Scorpios, half of you not. Something has got to be given up in order to gain something else here. And I do feel like in the past, there's been some illusions, some half-truths, some things that may feel a little shady, a little deceptive, a little out of touch, that you're just like, then to hell with it. To hell with it then. Whatever it's going to be, right? There's a curiosity. It's like you were hanging on a cliff yourself, suspended. And then that one thing comes in. That one thing happens that kind of pushes you over the rails. Good or bad. This could be for excitement purposes, right? Like moving you forward to a purpose or a passion, a desire. For others, it's like losing your mind, like you've had enough. So we'll see. We're going to clarify. So this loss of control spirit for Friday, the Empress, the Death card. Holy smokes. The Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Scorps, I feel like this, rewrite it on, bitches. Scorpio, I feel like some of you are getting pretty amped up to make some changes. Be careful though. With this reckless, like if this is you, slow it down. And this is also Spirit saying accepting some sort of, I'm going to say the word defeat, but I don't know that it is necessarily defeat. It's like I've tried, right? I've tried to give something. I've tried to create something with this Empress energy. As much as that card says fruitfulness, I heard fruitless. So this is like where you feel like you have no impact in a situation, you have no control of a situation, project failure, people failure, whatever failure this might be for you. Realizing that it's not your job to take on the world, right? It's like Pinky and the Brain. They want to take over the world. It's not up to you, Spirit, up to you to force changes for other people that are refusing to see something here, Scorpio. And in this Empress energy with the Death card, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio yourself, right? Aries energy as well. Hold that thought. If you could only see, what are we seeing here, Spirit? I'm going to slow this down for a second. I don't know what that is. I'm going to review this here. Give me a second. Somebody's holding back from giving. Scorpio, passing them by. What is that? Passing them by. Somebody... Ew, I really need to clarify these. What is this Empress? Six of Cups. Childhood dreams. Four of Swords. Listen, you're getting ready. That feels separate to me. You're getting ready to complete some very, very big cycle where it's like you're going to start to recover from wounds. This could be situations of the past in the last couple of months, last 3 months, Spirit is saying, and even some of you the last 4 weeks specifically, that you have dealt with people who you could have known them for a really long time, and you're like, I recognize now that putting all of this energy into something or somebody, it hasn't served its purpose for me, and it's given me very little in return. It's almost left me begging for reciprocity. It's left me begging for a paycheck. It's left me begging for, help around the house, whatever this is. Scorpio, it's kind of like you're separating yourself from the Six of Pentacles. Like I feel like somebody legit thinks they've done something amazing for you, but they're holding back with this Four of Cups. Like Knight of Swords, it's like the way that they're presenting themselves is very immature, very ungrounded, very quick-whimmed. I got something to say, so I'm just going to say it to Scorpio. Like that's not the most strategic thing to do with a Scorpio, is to come out like guns a-blazing, right? It's kind of stupid. Queen of Wands, I said they think they know what they're doing, and they really have no idea. Ten of Wands, somebody you're dealing with here, Scorps, or somebody around you, a situation around you is working from a very hurt place. Scorpio, for you being this Four of Swords, Death card, Empress, the World card, Six of Cups, I wouldn't want to see any better energy for you there. You're opening up the heart space. You've completed this cycle of death and rebirth. And the birth here is happening as we speak, right? Like three cards of greater significance to new beginnings than the Empress, the Death card, and the World. So it is a new cycle, but whoever you're dealing with here, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands sideways, the Ten of Wands, Three of Swords underneath that, like Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, they're out of their mind. Call it for what it is. They're out of their mind. It's like they may think that they're sharing some sort of experience with you, and like this experience that they're having is really illusionary. Like it's really, like, I don't know, a little crazy, honestly. They feel like their efforts are well-founded, but to me they come up not even subpar. Like they're just, well, here, I threw you a breadcrumb, Scorpio, you should love me now. Here, we threw you a $5 bonus card from McDonald's, Scorpio, at your job. Thanks for all your hard work. I just made you $1 million and you're giving me $5. Are you kidding me right now? It's like, but they're playing like the victim in the situation. So you're dealing with somebody who thinks they're a victim as a part of something that they've created. This Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, runner chaser. They want you to chase them. You could be dealing, there's an Emperor, Aries energy. Scorpio, you're the Empress. Definitely. This person thinks they're the Emperor and that you're supposed to come to them. Best advice I think I could give anybody, or anybody could give anybody else for that matter, is don't chase people. Live in the motto of, I don't chase, I attract. This person wants to be chased. This person, this job, they want you to constantly feed them. And I don't think that Spirit, mismanagement and misappropriation of funds as well. So put that where that fits. They think that you're supposed to self-sacrifice for the greater good of their to-do, like their to-be. That's not your job. Your job is not to take care of them, right? They need to take care of themselves. So I think on Friday, you're starting to kind of pick between and read between the lines, Spirit is saying, as to like where you're going, what you're doing, versus what somebody else thinks. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what this person or situation thinks they're doing for you, but they're extremely delusional as to what they think they are. And for others of you, like, Spirit's saying a resounding comeback on something here, Scorpio, and somebody here with this Emperor card too could be supporting your ambitions, supporting what you're diving into here as well, and giving you some foresight and some news that if you thought in the past you had lost control over certain things in your life, you're fixing that. And I do remember too that abundance card with, I think it was abundance is what it's called in this deck, but it was like financial matters or something too. So some of you could be making a comeback financially for yourself that is going to make a real big impact to what you're wishing, hoping, and desiring for yourself, okay? So what is this Hope card about, Spirit? What is this Hope card about for the collective? Wheel of Fortune. Scorpio, I love it. Karma, and I said that karma came out there in this deck, though, for the original read, King of Wands. Scorpio, okay, hold that thought. Ten of Swords. 2 10s. We had those 2 10s, and what was it? The 10 of, what was it? 10 of Pentacles, I think, came out with Pisces read. They had 3 10s in their February read. Ace of Swords. Ooh, Spirit, they're telling me to split these again. A vulgar truth. Somebody's not happy, Scorpio. You're sitting here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Someone else dealing with this 10 of Swords. Like, oh my gosh, what are you dealing with? Who? It's Queen of Swords, Scorpio. Like, you see right through it. King of Swords. They think they're smart. Like, they're trying to plan to, like, pull themselves out of the doghouse here. Knight of Swords again. Look how they're coming in. Who is this person, Spirit? They're hoping... Two storylines. So Scorpio, hopes, desires, wishes. You're getting to a turn. There's that Ace of Cups. You're getting to a turning point in life where, I'm going to talk about the karma, right? The karma in itself. Tower. This is a good tower for you. This tower for this person, not so grand. I'm not going to lie. Or this other situation you may be dealing with. But this Wheel of Fortune, the Star, Queen of Swords, fully supported by the ethereal realm, Spirit is saying. The turn of the wheel, the turn of the dial is now. Spirit again, master keys. Those keys have been coming up significantly for you for some time, right? Don't be surprised how good things can get. And that sounds crazy, right? And like maybe you're looking at me going, Nicole, are you out of your mind? Like skeptic here, right? Don't be skeptical about what good things are coming your way. Even if things are trying right now, even if things don't really make sense, even if things are kind of cattywampus, like you've created a life worth living, Spirit is saying. You've created a vision of how good it can be. So accept that vision once it starts to show itself to you. And with that, with this change, right, this tower, right, there are going to be things that throw you off, that may send you into a deeper level of spiritual healing. But you're getting clear, and the more and more gunk, Spirit, the more and more gunk you're pulling out of yourself, some of you could actually feel sick. Okay, right? Not a doctor, can't diagnose, treat, blah, 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 blah. But some of you could almost feel like you're purging. Some of you could be, God forbid, throwing up, or feeling like you need to throw up. It's just like all of a sudden, the toxins within your body that you have carried as things are turning for the better, it's like you realize how unhealthy things have been, right? It's hindsight. Once you get out of a situation and you look back at it and you're like, oh my goodness, like why did I ever deal with people like that? Or why did I stay in a situation like that? Like these epiphanies are coming in because you're starting to see the contrast of what it was versus what it is. And I'm in it, Spirit. Many of you could go back in these cycles, right? Like we talk about these cycles all the time. You could go back over a 3-year cycle, a 5-year cycle, a 7-year cycle, a 10-year cycle, a 20-year cycle. And remember where you were and how much you've learned and grown. Then you look at where you are right now and go, I would never put up with what I put up with in my 20s, 30. Never put up with what I did in my 30s and my 40s, right? 50, and so on, right? So it's like you're gaining some great enlightenment as you realize like these cycles, small, big, it doesn't matter. What does not, it's like you've come out of that fog. I tell people like, I think the greatest way to explain this is coming out of an abusive situation. If you've ever been in those situations, you stay stuck and you hear people say things like, I can't believe she stayed. Why didn't he leave? Why didn't this? Why? You can't fathom it unless you're in it. But if you're that person who's in it and you pull yourself out of that and you look back and you're like, why was I so scared? Same thing, Scorpio. Like, why was I so scared to make these moves? But it's not even that you're scared anymore. It's like this disbelief that empowers you to be your best self. And you're finding the confidence to perceive a life that is well lived versus a life that is not. And this catastrophe is also in part like looking at people and going, that's still where you are? Like, I was there, right? Like, it's like realizing that you've had that experience, right? It's like watching you were much younger at one point and had a stupid night and, had a hangover and puked the next day all day. And now you're watching your friend go through it because she had a night and you're just like, I remember that, and I don't know, like it's one thing if you're going through it, but I will never do that to myself again, right? It's that kind of energy. Now, separate of this, second storyline with this hope, Scorpio, whomever, whatever, 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Tower. I don't know who you're dealing with. I don't know what they want. Your love, Scorpio. Scorpio, they want your love, they want your love, they want your love, and you're like, no, not today, Satan, not today. What is this about, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Three of Wands. Whatever this is. Three of Wands ended up on your side. I'm going to leave it there. I take the direction in which my cards fall, no matter what I'm pulling for. The Five of Cups rolled out and landed on their side of the table here. You know, the Eight of Swords. I think you're giving some contemplation or thought to this particular situation, because it does kind of make you feel helpless, right? I said, like, if you're feeling like you've lost control in a situation, I don't think you're rolling in the victim mentality part, but it's kind of like, you know, why did that person say or do whatever? Why did that happen? So I do think there is some contemplation here for you, but again, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, I do feel like you're hopeful of just whatever else is coming next. You're not letting this get you down because you're in too much of a feel-good energy. You might sit with it for a minute. You might contemplate what's happening, why it's happening, all of the questions that we humans like to ruminate on for a minute. But Scorpio, I like this because you're not leaning into that Scorpio obsessive energy, right? You're not sitting on it and going, oh God, oh, why did they do me that way? This person though, this situation though, Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, you could be rejecting somebody or something here that's like, you know, even for some of you, this could be a job that's offering like overtime or something, and you're like, look, I've done my dues over the holidays. I'm done with this. But this person is trying to find some Spirit, some level of self-sacrifice. But it's crazy to me because it's like that victim mentality of, oh, woe is me, oh, poor me. Like they could feel like you've been cold, abrasive with that Queen of Swords with them as well. Spirit, they take everything to heart, but they're not digesting it the right way. You could be offering like some kind of constructive criticism. You could just also be reinforcing boundaries and going, listen, this is what I'm willing to deal with. This is what I'm not. This is what I need to do versus what I want to do. And they are, it's one of those things where people take things personally and they shouldn't. Like, don't take things personally. They're taking things personally right now. The problem with it is what's happening here, Scorpio, is this situation, like you're reflecting something back to them. So let's just say it's a job. They don't have enough people. Them not having enough people 7 days a week for a year is not your problem anymore. You know, help them out in the meantime, but it's not your job to do it all the time, right? Like, do what you can. So if they haven't corrected the problem after a period of time that it was reasonable, you don't own the company. If you did, you know, it would be different. Same thing if you're dealing with a person. If you've been dealing with a behavior or pattern, something like that, you finally said, no, I've had enough. I don't want to deal with this or do this anymore with you. Now they're feeling rejected by that. And instead of addressing, like, you maybe a lack of communication, because when I see this Knight of Swords, right, that's aggressive, it's quick acting, it's sassy, it's all kind of things. They're argumentative. You know, it's a know-it-all kind of personality. And I can't say that I would blame you for not wanting to deal with that, right? So instead of them addressing themselves, if they offer you a small gesture, they're thinking that that should be enough. And when you're rejecting this, and they're like, woe is me, why does Scorpio, like, let's, Spirit, they want to make it water under the bridge. So they come back a little better, right? The Ace of Cups is the potential. They know that there was some kind of connection there, whether, again, work, maybe, again, you've done the overtime before. So, oh, Scorpio did this 3 days in a row last week. I bet you I can get them to do it again. No, the rejection. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, let's come back. Well, hey, what if we threw you like a $5 gift card, right, to McDonald's? Would you stay then? You know, Scorpio, this other person might pull a, you know, kind of like an apologetic, a half-assed apologetic. The Devil, the Eight of Wands, the Hangman. They're really not giving like, they're obsessing whatever is going on in their mind over the weekend, but they're not growing up, right? That Page of Cups might be cute, might be romantic, might be sweet, might be a nice gesture. They might put chocolates on your desk at work, but it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't speak to your heart. It doesn't do what you need it to do, right? They're showing up immaturely. It's like your kid and you getting into it and they get mad at you and you get mad at them and you tell them to go to their room because they were doing something, and then they come out with like this little I'm sorry note. Have your kids ever done that? Because I know mine has. And she'll come out with like this little note and it says, I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, great. I'm glad you're sorry, but let's talk change behavior here, right? Same thing. Whoever this is, like, they can say, I'm sorry. They can give some half-ass, like, oh, you know, I miss seeing you. I miss talking to you. I miss blah, 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 whatever it might be. But what's with, you know, where's the action? Where's the action in this? It's like disappeared. So, you know, I don't think you have the time or the tolerance for this right now. This basement card, what is this about? Okay. This feels situational to me, Scorpio. I will say that. This basement card feels situational. Two of Cups in the reverse. There's a term, a lease, a time frame. There is a partnership of some sort that's now leaning far more out of balance. There's disharmony, discontent. There's tension around a particular situation. This could be anything that you have, Spirit is saying, signed your name to. This is anything that I think you had a long-standing, I'm going to call it working relationship with. Even though I don't have pentacles here, I'm going to call this a long-standing working relationship. Now, let me take this out of our human mind going, oh, I had to work with this person or this situation. No. This is, and I'm not talking like go to work, get paid kind of thing. I'm talking anything that you've had to partner with in any capacity of your life. This could be your lawn boy, right? You're like, hey, my handyman. I know you do my grass in the summer, but my gutters are clogged now. Can you come undo them now that the snow is settling out and I've got some mice up there? You know, it's any sort of relationship that you've had with somebody in anything, right? You don't have to necessarily work for them or they even work for you. It's that contractual agreement by word or by paper. Eight of High Priestess. What the hell? But it's like, this is, Spirit, thank you. This is the divine intervention with this basement. Something here has to be foiled or spoiled or disconnected, or there's got to be, I said, working together. What comes out? The Three of Pentacles. This does not work anymore. There could have been a third party somehow involved in this situation, but it's no longer suiting. Yeah, look at this. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, Gemini, the Lovers, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Temperance, Sag energy. It's almost like something that was going quite splendidly for a while is now being kind of flipped upside down. I don't feel like this is so much an emotional pain, Scorpio, as it is like a worry almost. Like it's like just one of those damn, like why kind of situations, right? So this Two of Cups, this High Priestess, along with the Three of Pentacles, Spirit, let's clarify. Hangman, getting a different perspective shift. You have a two, Spirit, two upright, two reversed as well here with that High Priestess and the Two of Cups with the Hangman. 12, that's another third party perspective there. Scorpio, I told you, I've said to you, there is a third way. Someone could be, look at this. As I say that, check it out. What's under the deck? The Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords. You just have to make a decision on something, right? And I do think that you're taking action towards finalizing a decision process that I think with this King of Wands and Eight of Cups, you've been sitting on for a while. Funny, right? There's the Hangman. Look at those numbers. 1 and 2, there's 12. I talked about that Two of Cups in the reverse, the 2 and the High Priestess sitting upright there. There comes the Two of Swords. So, to me, though, I like the fact that the Ace of Wands is here with this, because that's where you start to implement the action after that point of, I'm going to sit tight for a minute and see what happens. Something here has happened that has kind of like made some kind of changes that says I need to move to Spirit to higher ground. I need to make a change to the way that I've been living and or doing things. This is something that I think you've also been very much in spiritual preparation of, and even seen it coming for some times. This could involve a move. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Scorpio. What this is moving you to is potential marriage, partnership, family life, stability, peace, harmony, celebrations, good things, good times, and abundance ahead. The Moon and the Judgment. Understand, if things weren't messed up, you would never move. right? You would never make these changes in your personal, professional life. You would just kind of be like, if I'm content, why would I leave it? If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So this here is pushing you, and that third way is the way, Scorpio. It is the way. What's up with this third party, this Third of Pentacles? What is with this Three of Pentacles, Spirit, for Scorpio this weekend? You know, some of you could be meeting up with a group of people too over the weekend. Some of you could be watching bands, concerts. It's like, Spirit, $5 cover charge. But I feel like you're kind of getting out, looking at things. Some of you could be making plans to build something. So you could be like, I don't know, refinishing kitchen cabinets, making a judgment call on how you want to do things when it comes to aesthetics as well, architecture, structures too. It's like, how well can we work together to make some things happen here? This Judgment card, I feel like this is a meeting of the minds. But I feel like somebody was trying to hold control, right? There it goes back to that loss of control. Somebody trying to hold control. And, you know, when those scales of the justice, right, get tipped too far, something's got to give. And when you have somebody or something that's pushing and implementing a certain dynamic of control, eventually somebody's going to get sick of it, right? And like proverbial straw that broke the camel's back, someone's going to make some cutting decision that's going to free them from those bonds and those restrictions. And I do feel like, as I say that, there comes the Ace of Swords. No better sword to cut than the Ace of Swords. Six of Wands, strength in the Ace of Swords. It's having the courage to overcome these difficulties and being, it's like smarter than the average bear, Scorpio. Is that Yogi? Smarter than the average bear? It's like, you know, I know where I'm heading and going, and it's a matter too, Scorpio, of respect. Spirit is saying, like, you could have felt disrespected by a situation, and you're coming in just going, hey, I want what's fair, I want what's balanced for everybody involved, right? But I'm also not going to ensue in a power struggle. Like, I'm going to be victorious. There's 10 of Wands in the way that I go. I'm not going to fight with this situation. I'm not going to keep hearing the word fidelity. Fidelity, where did that come from? Fidelity, what is this fidelity about? Spirit, honesty and integrity. King of Swords comes out, Eight of Wands. So to me, you know, it's like, okay, this is moral principle, Scorpio. Ethical principle too. To me, this is you taking action after really coming into some news. And some of you could have deemed or condemned the news as bad or not what you wanted to hear, that kind of put you in that Two of Swords stalemate, right? Kind of just sitting on your throne, Nine of Cups, the Emperor. The Four, Scorpio, how long have you been sitting on something? Look, the Four of Pentacles, he's on his butt. The Emperor, he's on his butt. The Nine of Cups, he's on his butt. The Two of Swords, she's on her ass. Like, how long? The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups is still on her tail. How long have you been sitting on something, thinking about doing something, and just going, well, one of these days? Again, this Tower for you, it's not a bad thing. And I'm going to tell you, if you... Scorpio, oh my, I don't know what has happened in the ethers lately, but some of the things that Spirit's given me is just downright rotten. Like, and not in a bad way, but in an ornery kind of way. Some of you out there, ladies and gents alike, them, they, I'm seeing you as this Queen of Cups, and I picked up this Ace of Wands to go along with all these sitting cards. First thing I heard was from Spirit is, if you're in the realm of love, right, you could have lots of options at you. Some of you, this could be work related, that they want you to come work for them. This could be family members vying for your attention, but in a very rotten and ornery way. Spirit saying, oh my God, they got a hard on for you, Scorpio. So you take that, however it resonates for you in your particular situation. I don't know if I'm blushing or not, but it's just like the things that I have heard lately have been a little boundary pushing, put it that way, right? All right. One more from this deck from Spirit, please. Additional messages for Scorpio. Oh my God. But Scorpio, I think you've got lots of options in lots of things. Nothing is ever just cut and dry, Scorpio, for you, that it's just one thing. It's like everything happens at once. And I think, you know, and I said to you before, get your rest, da-da-da-da-da. I think February is really going to pick up. I think this weekend is going to be kind of foretelling to that Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. I think you're going to take your time, though. As much as things seem to be fast-paced in a lot of ways for you, Scorps, you're also not going to forget the strife or the struggle. So it's like you're learning from your... I feel like the Two of Swords is a pause to reflect on what you now know. However, or whatever that pertains to. So if you've learned lessons... I got hiccups again. Story of my life. If you've learned these lessons, you're not gonna like jump into something feet first and, you know, lay your eggs out in that batch and go, I'm counting them all now. But you're waiting. You're following your intuitive gut nudges. You're this period of, I just feel like there's something that you can't quite yet do, but there's a preparation. Spirit is saying, what is this Two of Swords about? There's a preparation, pollution, infection. There's I keep hearing preparation. Pay attention to your devices too, that they're not overheating. Okay, just be aware of that. I don't know, side note there. It's fun, Scorps, these feel like different energies. Look, I said about what justice and... Okay, for this... Okay, hold that thought, because I want to... I have to. What is this pollution about for Scorpio this weekend? Times tables have turned. Page of Wands comes out above that Two of Swords. Careful who you're doing business with too, Scorpio. Somebody could be looking to be advantageous to your energy in general. Like they think they can kind of slither on by. And yeah, Son of Wands, Page of Wands. Yuck. They think they know. They do not know. You know, they think that they're gonna curl, like, you know, slither their little dirty way in. No, they're not. You know, in that Spirit said, in that beautiful field of dandelions, there's likely a snake. Don't let looks deceive you. Whatever that means, don't let looks deceive you. What is this pollution about? Judgment. Again, this is karmic, right? You're calling in, Scorpio, somebody is watching you. I hate it when it comes in like that. This Seven of Swords, one eye open. Scorpio, one, you're keeping eyes open and tabs on things around you in general. But it's like almost like somebody is peering, viewing from a distance. This could be online. It doesn't have to be. A lot of you could have a lot of people with tabs on you right now, because it's like you're, Spirit, remaining pretty quiet. You might be talking to those closest, and I mean closest to you, but you're not sharing a lot of something here. And words that previously could have been exchanged too. So be aware of that. Something is not what it seems. Somebody around you, if they're telling you they're like somewhere, I don't know, they went here or there, I don't really believe them entirely. Or if they did, it's like half truth, not a whole truth. Like, oh, I went to my mom's, I don't know, whatever. And then something leads you to find out later that yeah, they were, but then they weren't there the whole time, so where were they? It's something like that, right? Like, it's not quite, there's some details being left out of the mix. this Magician with the encounter, some of you could be meeting somebody new this weekend. And, you know, somebody could be falling head over heels like they've manifested you, Scorpio. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, maybe a little afraid to come towards you. You may be afraid to kind of open up to whatever that experience might be. What is this about? You're popular, Scorpio. There you go. Like, no wonder everybody's got eyeballs on you. Hey, hot Scorpio. Justice, you're balanced, you're looking, Spirit, you're looking mighty fine, Scorpio. But you're also showing up, look, I'm telling you, such a weird, like that 5 of Cups is like somebody looking down on you, somebody looking down on who you're becoming. Like, what is this? Scorpio, there's a lot of eyes. Like, there's just something about the eyes. There could be something about somebody else's eyes. King of Pentacles. There could be a Taurus involved in this. Like, they look down on you. Not, you know, not in a good way. Like, it's jealousy. It's jealousy. That's where that's stemming from. 7 of Cups sideways. There's an ink. Look at this. Again. Page of Swords. Pay attention to the light and the dark attributes too, Scorps. This 7 of Cups is Page of Swords. There's something you do see. There's something you are acknowledging. Don't let your intuition not kick in. Don't let your intuition, or not, like, trust your intuition, right? Listen to your intuition. Trust what you know to be true. Believe what you see, not what you hear. Okay, believe what you see, not what you hear. All right, and this electronicization, this could be online. Wheel of Fortune, though. Listen, Spirit, 10 of Wands. Could have some electronic problems. Not gonna lie, safeguard, I said to you not long ago, right? Password safety, change your passwords, do all the things. This Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Page of Cups. This Wheel of Fortune, what is that about? Scorpio. Karma, right? Karma. This is a time where I think you're reaping some benefits here. If you've done good things, Scorpio, if you've worked hard, if you've put in, if you've been a co-creator with the universe, if you've given it your all, if you've shown up, if you've done exactly what you need to do, you've done it all because you knew you needed to, because you wanted to, this is where Spirit or the universe is returning the favor. Keep an eye out for what they're bringing in for you. Stay grounded through this period of adjustment, because this adjustment is happening for your betterment. It's happening you to lead you to your North Star. There's something in relation to that you have really moved towards your purpose in. And with that, like, they're asking you, even if you're faced with problematic situations, and again, you're going to have to be faced with some problematic situations, you are pausing and reflecting, right? You're doing more for yourself, and what you're building and creating, it's like you're sampling all of the, I told somebody that I sample the buffet. You're sampling all the flavors of what life is bringing in for you right now, and you don't have to settle. Look at that. I love it. Balance, compensation, accommodate, adapt. You don't have to settle for the first thing that comes in. You don't have to settle for the first response that somebody gives you. You don't have to settle the second that someone says this is the way it is and I'm not giving you another choice, Scorpio. You get to make up your own mind. So whatever that is for you, whatever that means to you, whatever's changing for you, right? Like, I don't know, it reminds me of the Grateful Dead, this card. You're being casted into some really magical times. You're being lit to that. And this weekend, I feel like, is like, there's a lot happening. So I feel like you're going out. I feel like you're checking out things. I feel like you're going in, you're coming out. Like, you're doing all this stuff. You're kind of like seeing where things are a little muddy, a little murky, where things could get a little slippery. And you're cutting this shit off at the pass. Like, you're paying attention to something here that, again, you've learned lessons, you've put in the work, positive karma, you know, it's positive karma, but just, again, what you put out comes back, right? What you give out comes back. 44 on the clock. Here's where we reap the rewards and the benefits of the things we do, right? Seeing things pay off to your benefit. One card for this, Spirit. One card for this for Scorpio. Or two. Scorpio, the human experience. Number 16. Understand that you grow through what you go through. These lessons are vital in the expansion of your soul in order to ascend. I just said it, and I'm leaving that one there. Number 34, integrate. What you seek has been given. Rest to process these upgrades. Scorpio, get ready. Legitimately get ready, because if you have gone within and you have done the work, which I think a lot of you truly have, like, you're getting ready to blossom. Ground your energy, you know, reach for the stars, if you will, like pull that energy from the heavens above to you, draw it in from the ground below you, like get ready, because I've got this rush of energy. There are going to be some challenges. There are going to be some things that you're just like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I've got this foresight, but by the next full moon, God's grace is going to show. God's grace is going to show by the next full moon. It's like, I don't know why. It's like, I feel like he's doing the YMCA. Look at this. See that card? I'm just like, oh, YMCA. I love it. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm losing my mind. I'm delirious. All right. It's been a long day. I'm leaving it there. There's your weekend read, Scorpio. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful, all of you, for a wonderful January. You guys show up. You're amazing. Truly are. Like, I just total disbelief sometimes of what we accomplish here in a month. So with that, here's to February, Scorpio. Tea instead of coffee for a change. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Who knows what'll come out over the weekend. Sending you all so much love. Personal reads are open and available. I look forward to connecting with all of you. Channel memberships are open. News and information to come on that as soon as I get a couple things figured out time-wise. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Send love around the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye.